Hey, this is Gray Fox.
And I'm Vixen.
And welcome to an Axe update on Monday. It's okay. The whole Axe Friday updates kind of went out the window. Now it's just Axe updates when they are available at this time, which is okay. Anyways, happy Memorial Day. Before we get started showing axes, I have something I wanted to read. Today is the day we put aside to remember fallen heroes and to pray that no heroes will ever have to die for us again. It's a day of thanks for the valor of others, a day to remember the splendor of America and those of her children who rest in the cemetery and others. It's a day to be with family and to remember. This is from Ronald Reagan's speech at Memorial Day Cemetery at Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia. And that goes to say a lot. Today is a day to remember those who have given all for our freedoms that we enjoy. So many of us veterans, we take for granted, and we don't take for granted really, but so many of us take for granted that Memorial Day that is just another day off.
A day to barbecue and hang out with family and go to work.
Right. A lot of us veterans, we were ready to put our lives on the line to defend our freedoms and defend our country. And for those who have been lost or who did give that ultimate sacrifice, I salute you and your families, and my heart goes out to you.
Nicely said.
Indeed. So on to the Axe Updates video. So we have, should we start?
Yes, we should start.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 5 axes to show you today. And first up, we have, should we start with Doc Ash, because he's got 2?
Sure.
Okay, so we have 2 for Doc Ash.
Mm-hmm. So these are done in a ebony stain.
Yep, he wanted a dark ebony with
rustic
heads.
And I did a little something different with the rustic heads this time around. I acid etched the rustic heads to make them just slightly darker underneath. But you have a full grain all the way through both axes. One is done in a black wrap, and the other is in a OD green.
Yeah.
So, but very similar axes. The grain patterns are of course different, as they always are.
Right.
But they turned out nice, classic looking, real good.
Yeah.
Real good.
Okay.
Next up.
Next up, we have
Pull bore.
Pull
bore.
Bore?
Yep. Pull bore.
Pull bore?
PL bore. Whatever.
PL bore.
Yep.
Pull bore. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name.
Let's show the axe.
Alright, so he wanted a dark stain with a dark rustic head, and
He kind of gave this like
dark
Last of the Mohicans style thing that he was looking for. So I did, it's not a super dark stain, but it has that natural grain with that kind of worn look to it. Really, really cool looking.
like it's been around for a long time.
Yep, exactly. With the rustic head, also acid etched rustic head, with a really cool, my favorite wrap actually, on here. And then, yeah. So super pretty axe.
Yep.
Really like it. Really dig it.
Okay. And then we have Demon 85Z.
Mm-hmm.
So Demon 85Z was very, very specific on what he wanted. He wanted a light ebony with
he was,
3.
He was specific, but not sure what he wanted, I think. So, yeah.
Well, he said light ebony to show the grain through,
Yep.
and then 3 natural bands, 1/2 inch wide, 1/2 inch apart, and then another band at the bottom where we brand our logo.
And a multi-cam wrap.
And a multi-cam wrap and a zebra head.
And a zebra head. Yep. So it all turned out great. I love the colors on this thing. You know, it turned out so cool.
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of like a old school collegiate football type thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty cool. Yeah, it turned out beyond expectations. I had to, I went through 3 handles till I found this one that would really eat the grain the way I needed it to, so that it would really show what I wanted to show within the grain on this axe, because he was very specific in wanting to see the grain.
Yeah.
And so a couple of them, they were kind of blah, you know, they didn't have a real heavy grain to them. This one showed a real heavy grain, so I went with this one.
Right. And we haven't been doing a lot of zebra heads lately, but this one turned out really awesome.
It did turn out awesome.
Yeah.
It's very cool. So yeah, very cool.
Okay. And then last up, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, so Blade Show is coming up. We'll be going there on Thursday.
Yep.
But it starts on Friday. But anyways, and one of the guys I'm going to be hanging out with, a lot of you may already know from his channel, Curran, what is his channel is Curran 1776, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Curran 1776, who also works for BattleBox and does the BattleBox videos and reviews and things like that, as well as
and it's hilarious.
He is hilarious. So anyways, we created this axe for him. So with no further ado, it has Curran's logo on this side, and then on the other side it has Curran 1776 with a super dark head, which turned out really cool.
Right.
And a nice different style wrap, and it's marked. But yeah, so
the
this
handle is just beautiful. It shows
it is.
such a beautiful wood grain.
It is. But yeah, so this is really cool. So I wanted to make him something special to give him when we get up to Blade Show for being so supportive of the stuff that we do.
Yeah.
And I know Dan's already got one, and those guys, some of them already have them, so I want to make sure that he got his own. So, very cool.
All right, so that's all we have to show you this week.
That is all we had to show you this week. Make sure that you are safe, do not drink and drive, have a good time, enjoy yourselves, and what else can I say?
Have a designated driver,
Yeah.
call an Uber,
Yeah, whatever.
whatever.
But point being is, have a good time. For all who have served, all that gave all, and all that currently serve, thank you very much.
Yes.
My heart goes out to you. Other than that, I think that's all we got.
That's all we got.
We're off to Blade Show this week, so expect a lot of stuff from that, some live videos and whatnot off of the channel. And then a larger put together video at the end that'll, once we get back home. So, peace.
See ya.
Stay foxy. Oh, it's so good.